go quickly here. That line is great. A rainy day, my friend. I want you to look in this line. Do you see any words that are not spelled correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, would you circle them? Okay. All right, and let's go to the next line too. My friend came over my house. A couple of words there. My friend came over my house. My friend, there's one more. My friend came over my house. All right, now, some of these I know that you know. Could you please fix up came for me? You know came. Okay, but the way I want you to fix it up is not to do that, but I want you to check the letters that you know are right. It's like I showed you. Check the letters that you know are right. So that would be the C, the M, and the E. And now, write it, even if it's up here. Write it. You know how to spell came. Write it up here. I thought you knew that one. Okay, now Derek, that means that forevermore, you are never allowed to misspell came. Do we agree on that? Let's shake on it. Now, there's another word here that you are never allowed to misspell. There's two more on this line. I want you to fix up over. In fact, in over, you've got all the right letters, but they're mixed up, right? Over. I want you to think about how it looks. Over. And try writing it another way. Try writing it another way. Over. And I appreciate that you're watching and that you're not giving him any help. Does that look right? Okay, try it another way. I gave you a hint and said you had all the right letters, but they're in the wrong order. Especially at the end. Over. Only got 4 letters. Right on top, write it again. What do you know about words that end in er? How do they usually end? Like her. Spell her. H. E-R. Most words that end in her are put it right on top. I can see you wrote it again. O. What do we know about her, like in her? What 2 letters are at the end?
E-R.
E-R, yeah. So look at, but you have the right letters here, just in the wrong order. You had O-B-R-E. Write that word, write that. I want you to write, oh, let's get a clean one again.
Did I get it right?
Write over without looking. Over. Think about where you messed up. Think about the tricky part was at the end. Write over. Okay? And I want you to check yourself. This is very important. Check yourself. Is it right? No. Write it again. Cross it off. Write it again. Is it right now? Okay. Would you write came, please? Came. Think about what part that gave you trouble. Came. Very good. And you did that quickly. You may never in your whole life ever misspell over again. Okay? You agree with me. All right, great. Now, what about house? And I'm going to give you a little help here. All of those letters are right, so check them off. But something's missing, so I want you to try it another way. And I want you to think about what you already know. Does that actually pronounce the way you wrote it? Hose. Check off the OSC. I'm just speeding this up so we can get started working. But if you were in your seat, this lets us know what they're sure of. Now, what do you know about words that have ow in them? Think about that and write house again. Try it another way. Ow. I like what you're doing with your mouth. Ow. Think about words that you know that have the ow sound. How are we going to make it say house? I like that you're not telling him. Good for you. Everything is right. Now, how are you going to make that ow sound? Oh, what? Try it. See how it looks. Okay, and the rest is right. SE. Now put an SE. Does that look right? No, it doesn't. Try it again. Do you know the word out?
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Well, that's what I want you to be thinking about. You already know. You know, this is not automatic for kids. We have to get them to use what they know. We should be seeing either one form of owl or another. No excuses. Is it that it? Does it look right? I think it does look right. Okay, so what's the tricky part? Kids, there's only two ways that you know how to spell owl. O-U-N-O?
T.
Ow. Ow! I hurt my hand. How do you spell that? Really? How do you spell how are you feeling? H-O? Well, I do think we need to focus on spelling. Let me show you something. This is what I would expect to see. Listen. This is what I would expect to see from second graders. There are two main ways to spell out. There's this, like in the word how, now, howl. You should know this. Now, or owl, or there is this, O-U, as in out, shout, loud. Now, so if you're doing a word like house, I should see this. Either I should have seen this, maybe something like that would have been okay, because that shows me that you're using your sounds. Well, I should have scored something, I should have seen this. But I want you to use the sounds that you already know. Okay, now, would you write the word house, please, without looking? Up here, think about the tricky part for you was the ow sound. What two letters is that? O. Okay, write it. And then you're going to check yourself. Just cross it off if you think it's not right and start again. I don't want to see any erasing. We're going to be doing this with a colored pencil so I can see your work. No erasing, because then we can't see what your thinking is. Then we can't help you. Okay, take another look at it. Here's the tricky part for you. Let's look at where you wrote house. You wrote it right here. And the tricky letter was, you had H-O-S-E. What letter were you missing? The U. This is the part that gave you trouble, the ow sound. Got it? What are the two letters you need to remember? O-U. Now write it quickly. Write it quickly. I'm glad you're thinking. And you have the ending right. Got it. Got it? Write it one more time, as fast as you can. Okay, guess what? That's another word that you can never misspell. Now, Derek, you know house. Would you write the word mouse? It's going to be the same, except for the first letter. Right underneath house. Would you write mouse? Right underneath it. Mouse. Everything's going to be the same. Do it quickly. Very good. So we don't see that misspelled. Got it? No. Okay, good for you. The only thing that changes, and you need to do a lot of this kind of work with your kids, okay? They should have been able to tell me O-U and O-W just like that. So the pattern work. We do have to be teaching spelling. All right, can we give Derek a round of applause too?